Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and sometimes things happening in my real life. Today I have my monthly makeup basket where I am cycling through all the products in my collection, sometimes randomly and sometimes personally picked, to make sure everything gets love and finish some things along the way if possible. So if this is something you are interested in, then hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Oh, my eyes are watery and red. Sorry about that. Anyway, today I am refreshing my monthly makeup basket. So let's talk about, to begin with, the things I've been working on over the last month. And to start with, I start with my primer. This is the NYX Hydrotouch primer. I only have two primers in my collection, and this is the older of the two. I am trying to finish this one so that I can try other ones, but we were up here and now we're down here. I just stopped to measure it. So we have a little bit going. This is nice. It's a hydrating primer, and I really enjoy it. Yeah, I would definitely purchase it again. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Okay, next is my concealer, and this is from Purlisse. It is their Perfect Glow BB Concealer. I got this through Ipsy. Mine is in the shade Fair, and I am wearing it today. It works fine. I use it under my eyes. It's a little bit dry, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter too much for me. And I am trying to use this because I don't think I need concealers in my collection, so I'm trying to use this one up. I did try shining a light through it to see where we were, and I couldn't tell, but I'm guessing by the sound of it, we're pretty close to empty. There is big air bubble in there, so I know it's not full. Sorry, my eye is both my eyes are watering like crazy right now. So yeah, sorry, I should give you numbers. I used my primer 7 times this month. And the concealer I used only 5 because I did have my other concealer in a project and I was trying to get uses on it. Hold on a sec. Okay, something really irritating my eyes and I was like crying, so I had to pause and dry my face off and my under eyes. So something's irritating my eyes today and I don't know what it is. I haven't worn anything different than I have been wearing, so maybe my eyes are just feeling extra sensitive today, and now they're really bloodshot. So it goes with my necklace and my lipstick. It's all red. All right. Anyway, moving on. For foundation, I was using the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I do enjoy this. I have been wearing it, and I really enjoy it. It's a nice lightweight foundation that helps even out my skin tone. I don't need a lot of coverage. I just need something lightweight to help even out my skin. So this is really nice. I enjoyed it. I wore it 8 times. So apparently either I didn't mark my primer one time or I wore makeup without primer one time. I probably just forgot to mark my primer because everything else that I wear on a regular basis has 8 uses. I'm sorry. My eye is just... We're going to keep going on. So yeah, use this 8 times, really enjoy it. Will not be continuing this because I do have another foundation I want to work on finishing. Then for bronzer, I brought in my randomly selected, my PYT bronzer. This is the Faux Sun Bronzer Duo in Bali. It has a light and a dark. I just kind of blend them together. I am wearing all these products today. Most of them. Some of the lip products. I have like 3 lip products. I can't wear them all, but now my nose is running. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. This is a nice color. I am starting to be able to see Waffle Pan. I also have a hard time opening this. Luckily, I just cut my nails, so I don't feel like there's a problem, but I normally feel like I am at risk of breaking a nail. Anyway, I'm starting to be able to see Waffle Pan in the middle. I don't know if you'll be able to see it there. But yeah. This is moving on. Then for blush, I brought in one of my new blushes. This is the NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Butter with Time. It is an intense watermelon, what do they call this one? Yeah, vivid watermelon pink. I am wearing it today very lightly on top of my cream blush. That is what it is looking like so far. I really do enjoy the color, and you just have to make sure you go on with a light hand because it is very vivid. And I am quite pale, so it can get a little out of control. I have hair on my rag that I'm dabbing my face and eyes with, so I don't think I have a hanky nearby, so that's okay. Anyway, I really enjoyed that blush, and I will be moving on, and I will be working on something else. For a highlight, I brought in from Odin's Eye the Norn's Veil of Future. Is it Veil of Future? It's so small. Veil of Future Mesmerizer. This is the pink and gold one. I said when I brought this in that I discovered, somebody mentioned it is a putty formula. It is a bit glittery. It is not my favorite highlighter in my collection, but I did use it 8 times this month. I used the blush only 7 because I did wear a different blush, and we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I do have a dip in it now because I stuck my finger in it to see if it really is a putty, and it gave way, so I'm assuming that it's a putty. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking in the future I might franken this into some lotion to make something because, like I said, it is a bit glittery, and it's not my favorite formula because of that. But it does have a nice shine, so that is going to be rolling out. All right, my eyeliner, which may be what's causing my irritation today. This is the, from Tanais. It is their Kajal pencil in Divine Kalo. It is a black cream gel, I think, liner, retractable, and I'm working on using it. That's all that's left. So I'm going to be keeping this in to use it, and yeah, that's all that's left. Super duper close to being done with that, and going to keep it in. I used it 9 times this month. I used it one time when I didn't do a full face. I'm trying to figure out ways to wear makeup without doing a whole face, where I'm doing eyeliner, maybe like one shadow with some blush or bronzer. I'm still playing with it, but I did wear that eyeliner 9 times this month. I am gonna wipe off all my lower lash shadow. That's okay. Next, I have my lip liner, and I have, this is from e.l.f. It is their Cream Glide lip liner. I was seeing on Ulta, they only have 5 colors, and this was not one of them, so maybe they only had 5 new colors. But this is in the shade Plum and Get It. It is a nice purple. I guess I could give you a swatch of it. I am wearing it today underneath something else. It's a bit of a warm purple, but it is a nice purple lip liner, nice and creamy. I am enjoying using that. I used it 7 times this month. Alright, and then for lippies, I have my Colourpop Lippie stick, which has got makeup all over it. It's probably foundation. I use this as a cream blush. This is in the shade Cami. I am wearing it as a cream blush today. My goal is to finish it. I have it in another project to finish because it is detached from the base, and this is all that is left. So yeah, it is a nice color. It is not my favorite. And once that project's done, I don't know if I'm going to keep working on this or not. I haven't worn it on my lips for a while. I mainly have been using it as the cream blush. I have it on today under, like I said, underneath my powder blush. I do enjoy this. This might be part of my step of like my easy makeup to get it used, but I did use it 6 times according to my marks this month, so it's gonna stay in for now. All right, and then I brought in, randomly selected my Fright Night lipstick. This is just this guy here, and it is in a deep red, and it is probably the oldest bullet lipstick in my collection. Smells fine, looks fine. I only used it once. I didn't know what else to say. Why? Because I may have used it more than that, but I only have one marked use because I brought something in another project, which I'm going to talk about for something I'm bringing in to focus on this, that I wore more often. So this is rolling out. It's fine. I will probably focus on it next year as part of a pan, you know, rolling 10 pan or project pan or something like that. But for now, it's going to roll out. And then finally, in my liquid lip category, I brought in this deluxe sample of the YSL Rouge Candy Glaze Double Care Balm. This is in the shade Red Thrill. I am wearing it today on top of my lip liner. It can be very sheer, but it can also be built up to be quite intense. This is the second month it has been in, and I have quite a lot of progress in there. I kept it in last month to try and finish it, and since it's been in for 2 months and this is just a sample, I'm just going to roll it out and dispose of it. It is done enough for me. I wore that 5 times over the last month. So that's all the things that I've been working on. Give me a moment to prepare to pick and select my products for the upcoming month. All right, sorry, I just remembered I wanted to talk about 2 items that are not part of my regular rotation categories that are new that I've been using the last month that I just wanted to mention really quickly. One is my setting powder. I started using the Wet n Wild Loose setting powder in translucent. I am wearing it today. I had been working on one from Koki, but I put this in a project for use, so I want to get use on that instead of the Koki, which is back there. And then I have been working on the Wet n Wild mascara. This is the Big Papa mascara. This may be what's triggering my eyes today. I have worn this for 3 months and I am going to be replacing it. And if I replace it and my eyes are better, then that's what's causing it. But as you can see, my eyes are pretty bloodshot and watery right now, so we'll see. I don't know. It could be the eyeliner or it could be the mascara. So anyway, I'm swapping out the mascara. So if it doesn't go away, it's the eyeliner. And if it does go away, it's the mascara. Either way, just want to let you know I'm rolling this out. Okay, now I'm going to pick my products. Okay, we are back. Close my drawer. So this month I'm doing things a little bit differently. Instead of randomly selecting everything, I kind of went through my list of items that I have in my inventory. I have everything written down because I don't do spreadsheets. And I picked items that I have not used. If there are a few, there's only one category, my highlighters, which I have the most of, that we're going to randomly select from the remaining products. But some of the categories, there are just so few left that I want to make sure I work on those at some point, so I'm bringing those in. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning. First, for primer, as I talked about in the beginning, I'm keeping in my hydrotouch. I think this is low enough that I should be able to work on finishing this, and that's one less thing in my collection. Excuse me. Then for my concealer, I'm going to continue with the Purlisse. Same thing. I think this is low enough that I want to get it out of my collection so that I have one less thing in there. For foundation, I am bringing back my e.l.f. Satin Flawless Satin Foundation. This is in the shade 130 Snow, which is cool with pink undertones. It does look darker in the bottle, trust me. It is the right shade for me. It is a good match for me. And this was laying down on its back, and it was just coating the side just a little bit. So there is the teeniest little bit left. Let me see if you can see it on my side a little bit better. There we go. That little bit down there at the bottom, and then a little bit that's coating the side. That is all that is left. I'm probably going to get in here, pop the top off, scrape it down, maybe decant it into another container, and this should be done by the end of the month. I have a little piece of paper there. I thought it was a sticker off of something. Okay. Now, getting into things that were a little bit interesting. So last month for my bronzers, I said I'd used all my bronzers except one, and I asked for your opinion whether I should just bring in that one or randomly select. I went ahead and randomly selected, but this month I'm going to go ahead and bring in the one bronzer in my collection or in my inventory collection, yeah, same thing, what I list as a bronzer that has not been brought in, and it is from my Marvycorn palette, which if you watched my last video, which is my pan those eyeshadows, you know I am working on finishing this, but this palette has 3 face powders in it, 2 of which I've categorized as in my highlight category, and then this one which is too dark for highlighter, but it does make a glowy bronzer. So I will give you a swatch of that and sheer it out. There it is there. It is glowy, but it is a bronzer shade, and we'll see. I will work on it this month, and in the future, if I don't like the way it looks, I might just move it on as to an eyeshadow, or I might just disregard it altogether and not use it, because it's got a bit of an orange, but it is also very glowy. So we'll see. Maybe if I put it on before I put on powder, I can kind of knock down some of the glow and just have the color. Either way, that's what I'm bringing in, and that one is called 8000. Then for blush, I am bringing in a blush I focused on last year. This is the Pacifica Natural Mineral Blush in the shade Wildrose. I worked on this all last year, not every day, but pretty consistently. I did repress it. It had a big pan, but once I repressed it, yeah, it is the oldest blush in my collection, and I will give you a swatch of it maybe. There it is right there. It's a light swatch. It is a bit glowy as well. You can see it on my finger there. Yes, it is that finger. So it does have a bit of a glow to it, but I would like to work on it. I also have it selected in another project to work on for uses, but I would like to go back to trying to finish this. Yeah, because there is quite a bit of product in here still, and I would like to at least see if I could hit pan in it again. So this is probably going to be in for the rest of the year. I might switch it up in a couple months and bring in something else. But there's only this and one other blush, I believe, in my collection that has not been used, plus the Franken I made last month. So yeah, we'll see how that, but that's my plan. Also, I've decided to move my Cami, my Colourpop Lippie stick, to my cream blush category. It is not an actual category I have, but since this is the only way I've been using this lately, I figured I might as well just move it to that category and make this my cream blush category. I did have cream blush at the beginning of the year, I believe. Or maybe that was last year. I guess it looks like that was last year. I did have cream blush, the Ilia multi-stick, but that's all gone. So I would like to continue using this as my cream blush instead of lipstick. All right, so the one category we need to select is for highlighter. I have 7 highlighters in my collection that have not been picked, and I have my brand new phone, and I have the Pretty Random app, and I swear I turned down the brightness. It must have automatically adapted. So let's see if we can. Number 3 that I have not used is 1, 2, 3. Well, that is convenient. All right, the third, words escape me. The third highlighter in my collection that on my list that I have not used also comes from the Marvycorn. And it is the middle shade here called Livin de Life. And I will swatch that for you right here. It is a, right there, it is a peachy blush highlighter. And yeah, so we're going to be pretty glowy and bronzy, orangey this month. We'll see how that goes. The cream blush might bring it down a bit, but those are all pretty peachy, orangey colors. So we'll see how they go. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna give it my best shot. All right, then moving on to eyeliner. I am going to continue working on the Divine Kalo, my black, to see if I can get this finished because it is so close. Yeah, and I'm bringing in another eyeliner because I anticipate that one being done, and plus I want to, switch it up. So I'm bringing in my oldest eyeliner in my collection. This is from NYX. It is their Epic Wear in pure white, and guess what color it is? It's white. I have been using this in the past, trying to finish it up. I wear it on my lower waterline to brighten my look. And yeah, we're going to bring this in and see if we can, get some more progress on it. It's getting pretty small. I'm not going to talk about lip liner, same one. The only one I've been using as a lip liner, so that is that one from Plum Get It by e.l.f. For lips, I am bringing in a bullet lipstick from Ulta. This is from their Ulta collection. This is the color 315. And it doesn't say on here. It just still says lipstick. Okay. I thought it was a particular collection. Anyway, this is 315, and online it is called Party Crasher. Let's see if I can swatch it on my other hand for you. Okay, there it is. It's sort of a nice mauvey nude color compared to all my other things. It's going to be the cool thing. So my lips are going to be cool, my face is going to be warm. Do I care? Not really. But then I have liquid lips, and I decided to bring in, I think, the only thing in my collection I have not used because it is new to me, and I haven't used it at all. So I do have one other product that's newer. So I take that back. But this is a newer product that's been around for a few months, 6 months-ish, that I have not used yet, so I figured I'd bring it in. This is from Ulta Beauty as well. And is their Magic Marker Lip Stain. This is in the shade Purple Fizz. This is what the component looks like. It is a big fat magic marker. And it is a purple lip stain, and I swatched it right there. That is what it looks like there. Kind of faded out so that it's like stain. And that is what it looks like fresh. So you can use the wide top part or the fat part. And like I said, I haven't used this, and this will be probably pretty nice for all those everyday makeup looks that I want to be doing, and I won't have to worry about it traveling and making my face look bad. And since that is probably a drying product, because it seems like it is, it's not a gloss, it's just a lip stain, I am going to be bringing in my lip color from LA Color, and this is in Grape Crush. And I talked about this one last month. I pulled it in my lipstick. And this is just a sheer metallic purple there it is over the Purple Fizz. It's just a tinted balm. But it's a sheer purple metallic. I wore it in my last video and I really do enjoy it, wearing it over things like the last video I wore it just over my lip liner. So yeah, that is what I'm bringing in. If you have any comments, suggestions, feedback, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. It lets YouTube know that, you know, you interacted with it and watched the whole thing, I guess. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it if you do that while you were here. My eyes were stopping and now they're starting to water again. So until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves. Stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.